Okay, here we go. What is going on, you guys? It's me, Trevor, back with another hair video today. I almost said tutorial, but today isn't a tutorial. Today is just going to be a video giving you guys a couple tips to just achieve a little bit higher volume if you do have some longer hair. I know there's a lot of guys out there who have a little bit longer hair and they do find achieving volume to be a little bit difficult compared to having shorter hair, just because your hair wants to lay flat because it's so heavy. So today I'm going to show you guys a couple tips that I have been using lately to just get a little bit more volume out of your hair if you do have some longer hair. I know everyone has different lengths and thicknesses and how dense your hair is. Like, there's tons of attributes that kind of all come together that may or may not help you achieve this, but this is just what I found helps for me. So I'm going to give you guys a couple tips. We're going to just hop right into this. We'll go to the bathroom where the lighting is terrible and we'll get this thing started. Alrighty, so here we are ready to get this started. There's a bunch of different ways that you can actually help your hair achieve a little bit more volume and get a little bit higher hair. But today I'm not really going to go through the products. This is going to be more just a couple of techniques that I've used that actually help me get a little bit more volume. So I'm not going to run through, you know, different styles of hairsprays and mousses and pre-styles that you can use. It's going to be more aimed towards the techniques that I actually use, so, you know, more so with the blow dryer and just hand movements and what you can do to kind of help your hair get a little bit higher without using any other products. I do want to note that I will be using just a common hairspray for this video, and all the different techniques that I've been using. I'm going to apply this hairspray just to protect my hair from the heat, obviously, because I don't want to damage my hair more than it already is. Anyways, enough talking. Tip number one. When you do have your hairspray in your hair and you're getting ready to blow dry, combing your hair through and getting it all flat is going to take away some of that volume that you are able to achieve. And this is being because when you lay all your hair flat, it's going to be laying down on top of each other's strands, if that makes sense, rather than if it's very messy, then your hair is going to kind of be going in all different directions. And if you have some hair in the middle of your hair going forward and then kind of combing back, then the hair that's in front of that hair is going to be leaning against that, so it'll be a little bit higher. So what I'm trying to say is when you comb your hair through before you blow dry, you're going to be losing some of that potential volume that you can achieve. And I know this sounds weird, but it's true. At least that's what I've found with my hair, is that if I comb my hair through before I actually do blow dry it, then it does become a little lower than what I would like. You know, if you do a slick back hairstyle, then obviously you do need to comb your hair back. Depending on what style of slick back you do, your hair does lay lower if you do comb it through. Step number two, combing your hair in the opposite direction, or styling your hair in the opposite direction that it grows. So basically, we'll say for instance my hair is growing this way, so to my right. If I'm blow drying all my hair this way, it's going to lay pretty flat just because that's its natural state when it's all dried. So if you blow dry it this way and then you style it this way, you will get a ton more volume. So basically blow drying it the way of your natural hair and then combing it the opposite way of your hair is definitely going to help you get volume. This is without a doubt probably the best way to achieve volume. It's like you're blow drying it against the grain, basically, if that makes sense. And step number three is going to be more of a combing technique rather than anything else. This one's going to be really hard to explain, so I'm going to try and just demonstrate it to you as best as possible. But basically what I'm going to be doing is, when I'm blow drying my hair, I will be using basically just the half, like not the entire brush, but just half of the brush. And I'll be pulling my hair down and then combing it upwards like this. And what this is going to do is basically going to pull your hair out and then blow dry it while it's going upwards. And I'm going to be doing that with the entire side of my head. And you can also do this to the front too, just to get a little more lift. You just use, like, see, I'm only using the front or the bottom quarter of the brush. And then obviously you can do the same with the other side as well. This is one of the main ways I actually get volume in my hair, because it's always worked well for me. You don't even need to do this when it's wet, but if you do it when it's wet, then it's gonna get even more volume than when it's actually dry. And yeah, it's definitely probably the best way I've learned to achieve volume in my hair. Tip number 4 is going to be scrunching your hair when blow drying. This is related to tip number 1, where I said if you're combing your hair flat to your head, it's all gonna lay together. When you're doing scrunching motions, it's going to basically be doing the complete opposite, and it's gonna be standing straight up at your roots and then going whichever, ooh, that was like a fish. And then going whichever direction, it's obviously going to naturally lay that way. So what I mean by scrunching is when you're blow drying your hair, just go get your fingertips down to the roots and just scrunch your hair in like circular motions, and don't be afraid to mess it up before you actually get to the style or the styling part of your hair. I know there's a lot of guys who think that they need to blow dry their hair right into place before they actually apply their product. You need to just focus on getting your hair dry. If you get your hair into place, that's great, but if it's still damp, then you're gonna have pieces that are falling all over the place, and it's gonna dry in its natural position, and it's gonna look like a disaster. So you basically wanna just dry your hair before focusing on styling it. Alrighty, and tip number 5 is almost like 2 tips. It's 2 techniques, but they're very similar. The first one being that if your hair is in a slick back position, when you're all finished styling it, if you blow dry all forward when it's completely wet, you're gonna get a ton of volume this way as well, because all your hair is gonna wanna go forward. And then when you actually apply your product and you have it going backwards, you're gonna get huge volume because your hair is gonna basically wanna be pushing forward. So you're gonna be working against your hair again. And then for the second half of this, if you actually lean your head forward and blow dry, your hair is all going to be falling down into its natural state, or kind of like away from your head. And I think a lot of people don't actually know about it. So basically, when you're blow drying, just lean your head forward and blow dry towards your roots as your head is tipped downwards, and you'll get tons of volume. Now with all of these tips being done, I'll show you guys how much volume I can actually get in my hair while doing kind of little bits and pieces of these steps. One more tip I just wanted to give you guys, if you guys want more volume in the front, is when your hair is all pulled back, you're basically going to pull your hair back and then push the front forward and just blow dry the front here. And there you go, you can see we have some pretty crazy volume happening in our hair. So I'll apply just a little bit, I'll apply just a little bit of product, and I'll show you guys exactly what we can accomplish with some crazy, ridiculous volume. Okay, and now you can see with the product all done and the hairstyle all in place, we have some pretty ridiculous volume. And yeah, we get this just by doing a couple different techniques. So I'll give you guys a little 360 view of this crazy volume hairstyle we got going on, and then we'll wrap it up for today. Alrighty, you guys, thank you for watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed, or you took something from this video, please drop a like. That definitely helps me out. If you're new around here and you want to see some more hairstyle tutorials and hairstyle videos and tips and tricks, click that subscribe button because a lot is going to be coming your guys' way, along with some clothing videos and that sort of thing. So definitely stick around if you're into that sort of thing. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time. Peace!